Brother, I hate this design so much. Oh my gosh, why is it hard to design? Well, essentially myself. What the heck? This is giving a cute girl all tied together. You get it? Because of the tie. Tied together. Haha. Anyways, that's not what I was talking about. Or is it called a bow? Nah, bows are these round things that Robin Hood or, well, Merida or any archer uses to fight, right? You know, I've done some self-reflection lately. Yeah, going down that hill and listening to my inner voice or something like that. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I don't like my persona anymore. Actually, I never really liked it much to begin with. It was a design born out of necessity, rather than creativity. Because I wanted to start an animations channel so badly. Wait, what? You can type an Apple sign by holding down Shift Option and then the star button? So I wanted to start an animation channel so badly that I designed, well, something. A lot, actually. I started with whatever the heck this is, made iterations of that, and continued to be a perfectionist by making even more designs. Like a lot more. But because I still didn't like any of these designs and iterations, I continued with my obsession for the perfect design for like a solid 2 months. To just make more changes until I someday landed on this, my current design. But you know, I still don't like it. It just isn't me. It's how I look like, a little bit, but it doesn't convert a single thing of what I am like. And that's how I came to the conclusion that it seems to be pretty important for a good persona to communicate who I am. And the tricky part is that this information has to be clear within a few seconds for the viewer. Yes, I am talking directly to you. Also, thank you for still watching. So I think the design has to feel like me, but it doesn't need to look like me. This doesn't sound right spoken out loud. Do you still get what I'm saying? So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to design a character, or, well, a persona. And one thing that stood out to me was, how well does your design fit your voice? And you know what? I do not sound like I look at all. You know what? I think I found out that I've gotten insane over a freaking design. I mean, would you assume that a girl with this voice you heard just a few minutes ago looks like a Disney princess with long hair, lilac themed, has a bow and everything? Not that I'm a princess IRL, but my persona kinda has that cutesy girl look, I think. That's not a bad look or anything, I actually like it. But just not when I'm representing myself on the internet with nothing but my voice and essentially parts of my personality that clearly do not represent or resonate with my current persona at all. That's what I've been thinking about ever since my kindergarten video. Go watch it if you like after this video, by the way. And while I'm at it, leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe. It would help me a lot. Thank you! And I'm just really tired looking at this abomination of a fake of me for hours upon hours while animating. Okay, I'm exaggerating a bit, but for real, I'm just sick of this design representing me. And that's where the problem starts to unfold even further. I cannot design characters, if you haven't already guessed from these attempts. Every time I start drawing something, I end up searching for something different, because my current design is just so stuck in my head. Although I must say nowadays I start with just a blob and go on from there. Wait, why does this sound me so old? I'm talking like a year ago I would start searching for references. Well, I'm still doing that, of course, to this day, but... Okay, where am I going with this? Let's say, when I found something new and I'm trying to make iterations of it, at some point it starts to remember me of another character I saw somewhere else before. Like, just look at this. My brain goes, okay, I started with round shapes because they're easy to animate. Add a little color and some eyes. I may be able to use the color to convey my emotions. Whenever I'm angry, she turns red. When I'm shocked, pale blue or something. And when I'm disgusted, green. Oh, damn it! Okay, again, this time I started with my favorite color combination, which is this nice fuchsia color. It's a mixture of red and pink and just candy to my eyes. And then I took like a dark blue color with it to complement for the pop of the situation. Add a little highlight and oh my gosh, it looks exactly like Orb. Okay, then I'll draw a face first and doing the coloring later, right? Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Add a little hair and some color to it now. Wait, did I just simplify vibe for arcade? Oh my gosh, this looks so cursed. Help, what the actual... Okay, let's move on from this. I want a simple character that conveys my personality and that I won't be stressed about animating. I like the bow thing, but it just doesn't fit my personality. Does it? And then out of nowhere, I thought, I like the air and high places. I'd even like to be able to fly. Let's give her goggles. Yeah, no. Idea good? Execution, And that's where I got desperate. I tried to literally turn the bow into a character, which, by the way, super secret, was an idea I had at the very beginning. That my bow could talk too and flies off my hair sometimes to have some interaction scenes. But then this game came out. And I knew everyone would think I'd copy it. So I had to scrap this idea. At least I like the overall form of the girl, like the zigzag legs. Look like she's always ready to go somewhere. Wait, brain? Where am I going with this? Man, I don't even know who I am on this earth. What role do I play? What do I want to do? Art. You are born to make art. Express your creativity however you want. No one holds you back from it, except yourself. You need to let go and just start doing it. But how can I make art? How do I express creativity? How do I just start if I don't even know what my goals are? What I truly want to convey? What feelings I want to give? How can I create if I don't even know who wants to do all of this? If I don't even know who I am? You just heard some of many thoughts that went through my mind while writing this script. Like, I know that I want to pursue art in the future, but a problem that I've always feel like I had is that my quote-unquote art style changes every few drawings. I mostly only draw for the sake of finding a style, to fit in and not to stand out. If you vanish in the masses, no one's gonna notice you. Just like if you don't ask, no one's gonna say no. But what if I'm done with this feeling? What if deep inside of me there's this burning sensation of trying out new stuff without being afraid? Now that I'm saying it loud actually, I kinda realize I did already. Stepping out of my comfort zone. With this YouTube channel, I overcame the fear of my voice and showing it. I started to show myself. To technically, hold on, how many people are there on YouTube? Over 2.5 billion people? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't have the right words to end this chapter of the video because I've talked about a topic that I'm still discovering. Me. If you resonate with my thoughts, know that you're not alone and we hopefully find our true selves one day. And if you already know who you truly are, then spit out all your secrets on how you found out. I want to know everything. This is a very different video from those I did in the past, but I think it was necessary to talk about. Sometimes it just helps me writing down stuff and reflecting on that. Reading between my own lines shows me what I felt and how I can take that to evolve. Why does this get so melancholic all of a sudden? I feel like this whole video is just so sad. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, it'll get happier in a few seconds. If you know me from other videos, you probably noticed that I didn't use my old character in this video as much, despite that being one of the focal points of the video. And that is because I can report that I found a change. Of course, I didn't just end up my design process here. I continued, actually, on the last day of 2025. Yes, I am insane. You see me making some more changes, of course, as always. Typical me. More designs. That bugged me so much that I decided to try out using this little thing on my head and make it move throughout the animation. But it again didn't really feel like me. There was essentially just a bunch of blobs and this hair thing. That's it. Then I landed on a cat-like facial structure because orange cat energy, but again it wasn't looking like I'd wanted to. And then this happened. At first I was like, it's okay. And I went on making more hair adjustments until I was angry. I drew myself angry. I gave myself bigger eyes and expressed at that moment my anger, my frustration, essentially my personality with this. Actually, I kinda liked it. Made a side view. Tweaked the hair a little bit, giving me some more design options for accessories, and changed the colors around a bunch, until I eventually landed on this. And what's funny about the color scheme especially, is that I couldn't decide for a long time which combination I should use. And then I remembered my little guy I use as a profile picture. It felt like scales falling from my eyes, or apples from the trees. It was so obvious. Why didn't I see it before? Sometimes our perfectionism keeps our creativity locked and obviously hidden. So I'ma just end it by saying people change. So I think it's okay to change your persona as well. The important part to keep in mind is that the design has to feel like me, but it doesn't need to look like me. And what I meant by saying that was that as you go on designing a character, it's not how they look what stays in people's minds. It's how they act and how you choose to communicate that by using visible design choices, which directly connect to the way the personality and the person itself works or feels, I guess. I know the whole silhouette stuff and what colors to use, what percentage, the 60-30-10 or 80-20 or 80-15-5 to keep the design flowing. But I think, at last for me, all that stuff comes second. The character needs to get a soul first. Then you can decide based on the soul what personality the character has and give it the fitting look. Well, in my case, I wanted to depict me in a different way, so I took the soul and personality part and skipped it because I have a soul and personality. At least I hope so. I am not a philosopher, nor do I have a degree in design or anything alike. I'm just a human trying to figure out life while learning animation and everything around it. So thank you for listening if you stayed till the end, and well, no matter what, keep your heads up, and until next time, bye bye!